Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kieran and welcome back to another survival horror video. And today we're actually not going to be talking about like a new survival horror game coming, but I actually do want to discuss what kind of games I would like to see come to VR. Yeah, I know not many people like or use VR. I was the same, to be honest. When I saw companies talking about making games for VR, I was like, please just make fucking normal games. We don't have time for that. Not many people play it, but I got a PSVR, and to be honest, it is fucking brilliant. Yeah, it may make some people sick, but apart from that, it's great. And see, playing horror games on it, it is spooky as fuck. But after looking at the catalogue of games you can get on the PlayStation VR, I noticed that there's not many on that list that I would necessarily play. I should have probably done more research into that before I got a PSVR, to be honest with you. But, you know, however. I was looking for more titles, kind of like Resident Evil 7. And the closest I actually came to this was Until Dawn Rush of Blood and... fuck, what was the other one called? Yeah, Here They Lie. Both of which, completely different games, are both in the horror genre, but they're just not... they're not as complete as Resident Evil 7, so I had this idea for this video, and I want to talk about what survival horror games that I would like to see, or I think would be perfect for VR. So here we go. Siren VR. So going back to PlayStation, I do not understand why the fuck they have not made a Siren VR game yet. Siren is a game series which puts the player inside a Japanese village that has been taken over by the Shabito, or Shibito, yeah, whatever. These are people that have died and came back to life as weird, the strangest monsters you can imagine, like boat flies and shit, like stuff like that. I'm actually going to be making have I made a Siren video? I have a Siren video. There's a Siren video in the works of me talking about the games and where I would like to see these to go and all that, so just stay tuned for that and I'll talk more about Siren in those videos. Anyway, Siren is an IP that has been dead since 2008 with the release of Siren Blood Curse. The IP is also owned by Sony, or PlayStation, whatever. PlayStation also released the PSVR recently, so I ask Sony, you have a cool horror game, perfect for PSVR, and would make a fantastic exclusive for a PSVR, so why is this game not out yet? I don't understand. The reason why I think Siren would be awesome in VR is because of the whole sight jacking mechanic the game has. This mechanic allows the player to see through the eyes of nearby Shipitu. This allows the player to safely navigate through the level while keeping track of the enemy's routes and where they are currently looking. Imagine sight jacking a Shibito in VR. It would be so fucking cool. Especially if you sight jack them and then you see them turn around and then they just see yourself through their eyes and you're like, I think that's me dead. So yeah, that would be cool. It's coming up on Siren Blood Curse's 10-year anniversary, so I hope PlayStation announce a sequel for the game with VR support, or maybe just a VR game and a separate game. Just anything, really. I don't really mind. A VR game would be cool though. Definitely make a VR Siren game, but also just make like a normal Siren game as well. Or do like a do like a collection, you know? Forbidden Siren 1, 2 and then Blood Curse all in one package. That would be great. Next up is Fatal Frame VR. Unfortunately, Fatal Frame VR is a dream that would most likely never come to light unless a developer made a spiritual successor to the games. Well, it is a dream until the day Nintendo decide to jump on the VR bandwagon, which I can't imagine just now. I think they're too focused on the Switch, which is good. If you don't already know, the Fatal Frame IP was bought by Nintendo and is now an exclusive IP to their systems. Why did they buy it? Well, probably just to have like more variety in their catalogue, like than just Mario and Zelda games. But the fact is that they have done jack shit with the franchise since its purchase. Let's see. Alright, we have actually I'm just on Google here. So we have Fatal Frame Mask of the Lunar Eclipse, which came out for the Wii in 2008 and wasn't even released outside of Japan. And Fatal Frame Maiden of the Black Water, which was released outside of Japan but is only available on the Wii U. I can imagine being inside a game like Fatal Frame 2 in VR. The spooks would be high indeed. You know, to turning your head and seeing a ghost subtly walk by you in the hallway, to battling a ghost with the camera obscura, and having to manually hold the camera and then look inside it as well to line up that perfect shot and snap the photo. The game would make a great VR title, but it's just unfortunate that we'll probably never see it come to light. Evil Within VR. This game will happen. I guarantee it. It will happen. And to be honest, I can see it getting announced at this year's E3. Evil Within is a series by Tango Gameworks, who are owned by Bethesda. More on that in a wee second. The series follows Sebastian Castellanos as he enters the world of STEM. In STEM, he must travel through horrifying worlds and take on spooky monsters like this spider lady here, who actually terrified the fuck out of me back in the day. So why do I say that Evil Within VR will happen? Well, in Bethesda's disappointing E3 2017, Pete Hines talks about Bethesda VR and announces Doom VFR, Fallout VR, and at PlayStation's conference, they announced Skyrim VR. If Bethesda is pushing VR hard, then Evil Within VR is inevitable. Evil Within 2 even added a first-person mode earlier this year, which is actually quite alright. Like, it's okay. Some sections it has to cut to like third-person because the game is built for third-person, but imagine like Evil Within 3 literally supporting both third and first person fully, so that'd be cool. Straight off the bat, I can imagine the mindfucks to be had in the world of STEM. From walking down a hallway, only to have the shining happen and a pool of blood coming out of the elevator coming in right at you, and then your body, the hallway turns into like this straight drop, and then you fall constantly into like a completely new area. Crazy shit. To even being in first person, walking into a room, and then being grabbed by the spider lady and pulled under a pool of blood. Again, there's a lot of blood in these games. So Evil Within VR is definitely going to happen, and if it isn't announced this year, then I'll do something. Resident Evil 2 Remake VR. Alright, I'm gonna get probably a little bit of hate for this one, but it's fine. It's fine, I'll talk about it. So for the final name on this list, I just want to say that this might happen, it might not happen, I'm not really sure. It's really just up to Capcom. Resident Evil 2 Remake is a definite buy for me, even if it has VR support or not. But with the release of 7, I do imagine Capcom pushing VR support into their games, especially their horror titles. I do want Resident Evil 2 Remake to have fixed camera angles, don't get me wrong, but how amazing would it be if they had that optional VR support? Imagine walking through the infested streets of Raccoon City, exploring the RPD offices and examining the STARS members' desks, like properly looking up and looking at the documents on the desk, looking at their personalities through that. Even fighting the bloody crocodile in VR would be terrifying, let's be honest here. But like I said before, this is probably unlikely to happen, but I would love it if it were to happen. I hope fans wouldn't be up in arms about the whole optional VR mode if the fixed camera angles were still there. I know, I get it, I would be completely pissed if Resident Evil 2 Remake was only first person or over the shoulder. If it didn't have fixed camera angles, it would just be totally wrong. But as long as it had that and then optional first person or optional over the shoulder or something like that, then it'll be fine. But Resident Evil 2 Remake VR would be fucking amazing, so yeah. But anyway lads, that is it for this video. What kind of survival horror games would you like to see come to VR? Would you be interested in seeing me play through these games in like a playthrough style video? Because I do have a setup in my room, so I could record something like that potentially. But anyway, please leave your opinions and thoughts down in the comment section below, and if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and comment as well. So yeah guys, that is me for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed the videos of these weeks. I'm going to be trying and doing 2 videos a week on this channel. I'm hoping I can keep to that schedule. I'm just going to be trying doing like a 1 Fallout one, and then a survival horror one, or maybe 2 survival horror a week, and then, you know, switch it around, I don't know. But anyway, yeah guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video, so see you later, bye bye.